I know some people can't afford to spend too much on a pair of headphones, but I also know that there are some people out there that just want to get a cheap pair of headphones that they can throw around or just use at the gym without having to worry or care about them. So that's why I wanted to check out the Skullcandy Riff. Personally, Skullcandy has been very hit or miss with me lately. So let's see what the Skullcandy Riff are all about. The Skullcandy Riff retail for $50, but there's also a wired version that can be had for as little as 20 bucks. Now, given that these headphones are only $50, I'm not going to be going super hard on these headphones because they pretty much hit the basics pretty well. So if you want to pick these headphones up, I'll have them linked down below. The Skullcandy Riff are pretty much all plastic, but Skullcandy did take some extra steps to make them feel a little more premium. The earcups themselves have a somewhat soft touch feel to them, similar to what you would find on the $300 Crusher 360s, and the leather it used on the earbuds themselves doesn't feel half bad. When you adjust the headband, there's a very sturdy click to it, and there's minimal cracking or squeaking when you flex them. But I would take it easy and not flex them too much, cause you could snap them. Skullcandy claims that their headband is super durable, but I wouldn't take my chances. Now when it comes to fit, these headphones are on-ear headphones. But thanks to their super soft ear cushions and surprisingly nice feeling leatherette that I mentioned earlier, these headphones are fairly comfortable. But it is important to note that these headphones have a snug fit, and in order for me to actually wear them, I have to extend their headband all the way out. I feel that if a larger adult were to try these on, they wouldn't fit them. So for those reasons, I have to say these headphones are not big head approved. But since these headphones have a snug fit, I think they would be good for working out. Personally, I feel that loose fitting headphones like the Bose QC35s aren't ideal for working out cause they'll move around very easily. That's why whenever I'm looking for workout headphones, I look for something with a snug fit cause they'll stay in place better. But something to keep in mind about these headphones is that they don't have an audio jack. You can only use them wirelessly. Now, these headphones are rocking Bluetooth 4.1, and I found them to be decent for watching movies or videos on your phone because they have zero latency. The only time I noticed any latency on these headphones was when I would watch YouTube videos on any of my Apple devices. But if you have an Android phone or a Windows machine, you'll be fine. So even though not having an audio jack on these headphones shouldn't be a big deal, it's definitely something to consider if you're thinking about picking these up. Now, when it comes to battery life on these headphones, it's not amazing, but it is decent considering their price and size. They have an advertised battery life of 12 hours, and if you charge them up for 10 minutes from a dead battery, they'll get you 2 hours of playback time. The fast charging on these headphones is actually better than the fast charging found on the new Sony XP700s. Video for these is going to be up there. But still, keep in mind, the Skullcandy Riff do charge via a micro USB port instead of a USB-C port. Now when it comes to sound quality, the soundstage and instrument separation on these headphones isn't all that great. Everything does sound very close together and it's very easy for subtle details to get lost in the mix. But again, these are $50 headphones. They do, however, put an emphasis on the mids, so vocalists are very front and center, and they also have very punchy bass. For the most part, the bass does a very good job of staying well put together and not muddling out the mids. But there have been rare instances where the bass did bottom out during bass-heavy songs. But overall, for working out, I think these headphones sound decent enough because they have those prominent mids, and then there's that deep punchy bass for when the bass drops. And regarding the control buttons found on the right ear cup, I don't have any problems with them. They're very easy to find, they're very easy to tell apart, you have full control over your music, and they have very good tactile feedback. Again, Skullcandy did a very good job of covering the basics with these headphones. And when it comes to the microphone on the Skullcandy Riff, I think it sounds a little better than expected. Now, there is a little bit of static going on, but I think these are decent for brief phone calls. But this audio clip is being recorded by the microphone found on the Skullcandy Riff, so you can be the judge of that. But overall, like I said at the beginning of this video, I think the Skullcandy Riff do a very good job of covering the basics. They fit well, but remember, they do have a snug fit. They have a decent battery life of 12 hours with fairly useful fast charging. Even though they don't have an audio jack, I found them to be decent for watching videos because they don't have any latency issues, and they sound fairly decent. Even though all of the stuff I just mentioned sounds obvious, there are plenty of other headphones on the market that don't hit all of these basic pillars. Now, I'm not saying that you should run out and get the Skullcandy Riff, but if you're considering getting them for whatever reason, just know they'll get the job done. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick another products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.